What's going on, niggas? No, let me chill. But anyway, how much doing this popcorn? This popcorn good. But the question is, like, the thing, I have an XP, like, guide or tutorial, but I'm not necessarily posting it as, yeah, top reps can say whatever about rep, or I have a rep method, but how honestly am I going to give somebody a rep method if I'm a playmaking shot creator, and if I'm a sharpshooter, that has nothing to do with anything. To me, all playmaking shot, that's actually a good way to wrap up, actually. Because all a playmaking shot creator has to do is what you call it. Set screens, floaters, run the pick and roll, throw alley-oop somewhat. That's simple. That stuff is simple. Well, with my strategy, I try not to do that. It's just, but my strategy kind of comes from what you call it, General Sim, or General Sim. The Bahamas 99 overall, the first 99 overall from Bahamas. That's kind of what my strategy comes from. You gotta take limitless range. You gotta take like 10 floaters. But this is how I kind of operate. I mean, this right here, even though I missed that shot, you're gonna go completely for limitless. Like, that's what you gotta do. But I'm almost at the halfway point. I got 144 subs. He made that though. That's ridiculous. That's bogus, in fact. The fact that he made that and I'm messing wide open stuff. And I'll get a good release, but hey, that was a limitless range though. This is kind of L because I got John Wall. He's like a shot creating. To me, he's like a shot creating sharp because he really. What? Who is leaving this man Kelly Olynyk open? But you see, I'm wetting. That's kind of the goal, for you to keep wetting your shots. Like, I'm at 85%. Like, I'm almost, after this game, I should be at 85%. More than likely. But I can't say I'm going to make every shot. That's definitely not going to happen. Realistically, of course you're going to miss. Okay, he knew he was blocking, but at the same time, you don't have it, you just go inside. Like, I know I don't have it this possession. Oh, my bad. But that's besides the point. That didn't really take anything. That was just a stupid miss. That was a waste of possession. But at least, oh, okay, give me that. But that's a wide open three, so that's limitless range. I see, I can't do anything as far as that. I don't know how, like, if I'll be able to stream per se, because I got a paper. I have that junk doing like 5 days, but I might try to work on that this weekend. But I'll definitely probably hit 95, but I will not be streaming when I hit 95. Like, I don't want to do that on stream. I'm going to make that a separate video. Like, I'm going to do that on a separate video. I feel like that's probably better than doing what I normally be doing. So same time, you can make anything over defenders. And someone said, if someone asked me why I didn't create a pure sharp, you really don't get anything for being a pure sharp for limitless range. If you're a sharpshooter primary, it's pretty good. Like, you'll get your badges and everything that you need. Like, you'll get everything that you need. Like, if I, for example, The only thing that I would not advise you make is a sharpshooting shot creator. That build is ass. Just because you get a couple Hall of Fame badges, that build is ass. Like, a playmaking sharpshooter is actually pretty good. That's what I should have made. But next year for 2K19, I will definitely make a playmaking sharpshooter. But I don't know. I'm kind of torn between that and making a 610.4 sharpshooting .4. I did have that build in like 2K15, but that's when everything was. You didn't necessarily need a archetype. Everything was kind of factored in, what you could do and what you couldn't do. I only got my 610 to like a 85 overall. That was straight. That's kind of all I needed. That was Tyler's score, so you know I'm finna get some coin. Not coin, but you know I'm finna get some XP for that. And a lot of people probably, I feel like the underrated YouTubers have the best like strategies. Like me, I'm not necessarily saying that I'm the best, but I'm definitely saying this channel is underground. I got some good content. I'm not doing clickbait thumbnails or anything. It's just pure gameplay. This is just pure gameplay. Like, I don't do everything like how every other YouTuber does it. Because me, that's just, to me, in some ways, that's like, if you're doing certain stuff that you know is fake. Like, a lot of people keep on talking about VC glitches. There's no VC glitch, bro. You're not getting any VC. Like, once I'm at 95, I should have instant streams of VC. Like, I'll have a lot of VC. And I can't help having a slightly late. So that's just going to happen. I was so wide open, but that was a slightly late. I don't even normally get full whites, by the way. I can't even hold you. I feel like I should just like focus on the paint. I should just focus on the paint for a little bit. Like, the strategy is you should just take stuff that gives to you, because I mean that kind of goes neck and neck. Last game I had like 60,000. So the last game I had 55,000, but I really don't get anything less. I really don't get anything less, but that's besides the point. Because when I had to break stuff down, per se, like, it's not like all the stuff that I pretty much do for rep is borderline. Like, I mean, it's not, I'm not cheating anyway. I'm just using the functions. This game, understand that if you get a good release, it probably would have went in, except the fact that this game is automatically going to try to cool you down. That's why you get slightly late. After you make a certain number of greens and stuff, I think it's like 2 or 3 greens, you can't necessarily green consistently. Like, you can't. Especially on MyCareer, because they're going to cool you off. But that was green, though. That was green only because I was wide open. That's besides the point. The thing about it that I don't understand, the point 2K is putting emphasis on is the E-League. Now, what do I think about the E-League? It's going, like, the E-League finals is pretty much going to be like the COD E-League. That's what it's going to be like. Except the fact is, the people who playing it are only getting $35,000. Like, they get housing and stuff, so it's not necessarily $35,000. That value of you getting places is not necessarily $35,000. That's besides the point. I can't even hold you. I don't even know why you missed that shot, to be honest, but I can't even hold you. But that's besides the point. Somebody might say, oh, you scoring low. Like, no, I'm not. The real strategy is if I have a little point guard, like John Wall, he's not going to play the full minutes. Like, I wish it kind of was subbed in at shooting guard or something like that, because I wouldn't have to deal with him. The only person I had to deal with is Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal is pretty trash, so. John Wall can basically knock down just about anything, but look at him. 4 points. I'm dropping this man off. Like, really. That's green, nigga. Guard up. John Wall can't stop me. Like, look at that. Limitless range. Difficult shots. Like, them, like, defensive stopper does nothing. Like, it does nothing. It may say it does something to your stats, but, like, if you're in rhythm, come on now. But I can't shoot there. I can't shoot there. So, what we're gonna do? Oh my god. And then they made me miss that, so that's kinda dead to me. But that's besides the point. Somebody might say, oh, I can't shoot completely this game. Like, I can only dedicate myself to do certain stuff. I might not get as much for this game just because. But I can't even hold you. Yeah, there's a different lineup. So whoever's up here, I think is Kelly Oubre. Yeah, he about to get dropped off. No, it's Dante Exum. He finna get his stuff dropped off. What? Nah, this quarter probably only be about 40 points at minimum. But I swear I'll get more points. I'll pick it up. I got 27 points. Some people don't even get that in the fourth. That's besides the point, though. Boards play a factor too, so a lot of people won't necessarily go for boards. Damn, I'm really. The thing about it, it's not that I'm broke, it's just the game. That nigga really took that shot and bricked. I mean, I took a lot of shots and bricked, so what's the difference? But I don't even see how that was a good release. I just can't fathom the fact that it was a good release. I know it wasn't a good release because I got slightly earlies. Like, I don't get this game. Like, the only reason why I'm not a pure sharp, I didn't decide to make a pure sharp, which I probably should have in a way. I don't like shooting the ball, I just be limited to one thing. And the goal of this game was actually for people to make dual arcs and get it to 99 overall, or somewhat at that, or play within that skill set. Even though it didn't have necessarily Hall of Fame badges. Like, of course I'm gonna get that. Gotta get that, gotta get that. Gotta get that, gotta get that. Marquise Morrison got that. That's besides the point. Like, a lot of people believe this rep stuff to be, oh yeah, you know, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. No, you don't. Like, if I see that a shot creating playmaker is doing something, I'm not a shot creating playmaker or a playmaker shot creator, that's not gonna work for me. Like, why would I watch a rep video and somebody telling me about their method? It's not gonna work. I feel like, for instance, I know I'm not a passing player. I'm just about shooting and getting the maximum points and rep I can possibly get. If I added assists to this probably have like a lot more, definitely a lot more XP to it, but that's not the point. Luwalu could bear it. Give me that. I like when they play tight. Like, he's guarding me so much that's nothing but a limitless range shot when they play that close. So I know why that was. See, I know why that was what you call it, white. Is because I made too many shots. That's the thing about it. So I say, oh, it was broke. No. Like, some of this stuff is predetermined. Like, I wasn't able to get a fast break. John Wall about to get dropped off, but that's besides the point. You want to have your thing in 3-2 zone, but my strategy really comes from the Bahamas 99 overall, General Slim, like. So shout out to him. He playmaking, sharpshooter, small forward. I really do in some ways feel like I should have been a playmaking. I don't even know why I even did that little Euro, but oh my God, that wasn't out of my range though. That was just, that said lightly contested. That really wasn't light contested shot. That was ridiculously contested. He's not really playing me though. He's not playing me, but I'm missing shots now. So I don't know. If I shoot pretty bad, I'll just give y'all another stream. Like, to be honest. Because this strategy's about dead. This strategy's just about over. To be honest. If I don't hit like another shot or so, I could just sim. Well, I'm not going to sim. I'm finna just play until like the halftime. And you want to get some tireless too. Tire, fire. Auto. List or that's green. I know this weekend my thing's gonna be filled doing that paper, so my weekend's gonna be tied a little bit. But Friday night, rest assured, I'll be streaming a little bit, so don't worry about that. That's under control. But I'm gonna start working on some of that paper like when I get to the when I get to school tomorrow in the library. So somebody asked me, do I go to community college? No, I don't. I don't. Oh my God, my back. That's great. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, that's what I don't like, the animations, because stuff like that be pissing me off. Like, how you gonna steal the ball from somebody? At this point, you should just try to go around them. Like, can't even hold you. That's a foul. You know what I feel bad for? Post scoring rebounders. How in the world do you get the 99 overall? I seen a 98 slashing rebounder. But then again, next year, I really feel like they should have took 2K17's thing. Like what they thought. You can't hit 99 unless you hit legend. It's the same concept. That's what I realized. It's the same concept. But the thing is, I don't like how it's on one player. To me, they should have just leveling caps. No matter on each player that I play on, I can still get it to a 90 if I unlock the caps. I thought that was a charge, to be honest. I can't even hold you. John Wall. Or Raleigh. I don't even know why I'm even doing that, but to be honest, that's what you gotta do. Can't even hold you. I'm gonna take a couple 3-pointers, but my focus here wasn't necessarily 3-pointers. It wasn't because I ain't have necessarily all the time to shoot 3-pointers. That's besides the point. You don't want to keep on shooting 3-pointers. That's my point. I don't call for screens, even though I technically should. I never really ran the pick and roll. This pick and roll is not in my build at all. This build is actually pretty good, except it can't speed boost. Like if I didn't make my dude 6'7", 225, he probably would have had like a, I don't know, anywhere from like a 80 to something, ball control. It just depends. Like if I was like a, what you call it, if I was just like a, maybe like 6'3", 6'2", one of those, yeah, this dude would be godly. But then again, I think about certain builds, like a slashing, like a sharpshooting slasher. That build is actually trash. Despite what anybody say, sharpshooter 76 with 3 ball, that's not even good. Like, that's really not good. Somebody talking about with the boost, you know it's an 80. I swear, certain stuff that people say is not an 80. You know it's +5 boost, +5 boost. I'm like, what are you talking about, man? Alright. Why is he playing help? No, I can't help out with that. He would have burned. That's gonna go in because it's who I am. But this game should be dedicated to just limitless shots. Like, and rebounds. Simple. But that's besides the point. A lot of people probably say that this rep method, what I'm showing you, like, I don't really, there's not really any strategy really that much to it except shoot or shoot. That's really my strategy. But the thing about it is I'm not limited in any of my stuff that I do. Like, I'm just not limited. And I guess I can shoot like a pure sharp. That's my point. But I don't see why people, pure sharp is a good build, but then again, when I think what you get, the drawbacks and the takebacks that you get with it, your speed, you're slow for one. You have no ball control, really, that at all. You give up so much. I really feel like you give up so much for so little. Like, you really, fundamentally, like when you break it down, like when you think about it, a pure sharp is basically stationary catch and shoot. Some of them are, but at the same time, you don't have the speed enough to get past people like that. I kind of made this build in hopes of a balance, have a balancing effect, but let me tell you how that goes. There's really nothing balancing about this build because me, I can't dunk on people. Like, I can't, it's a rarity for me to dunk on people because this dude has like a 73 dunk. That's what it's maxed out at. That's not bad, but that's nowhere near what I thought. Like, that's not my ideal thing for some, like, a build. For me to have a 75, like, it could be a 75, but it's the 73. That's not really, I really don't get any dunk packages with that, on top of that. So at a point, I kind of just played myself. That's beyond the point. I really played myself. And to be honest, the thing about builds, to be completely honest with you, builds, what I think, my thoughts on builds. Builds, there's nothing wrong with your build, but the thing is, people will make it seem like that. I've seen people, just get started back on builds, talk about this is the best build, this is the build I'm gonna get 99 overall. Tell the truth, you have over 5 players. I have over 5 players. I have a slashing rebounder. I barely even use that, but I have it just in case. But that's besides the point. Why did I do that? Like, who told me to do that? But that's besides the point. Like, my strategy is purely based off Limitless, basically. I live off Limitless. Because there's not really anything that they can do if you got, like, the range. I'm basically a pure shark. Like, look at that. But the only thing about it is, in some ways, I don't know. I will never be a pure point forward. Next year, I might have a sharp shooting point forward. I'm not sure. I gotta have to decide. But the stats on that was trash, like, to be honest. And the badges, I didn't really like what they thought of, like, the badges. You couldn't really do anything. Like, all your stuff is silver. You get 84 3 ball, but I'm looking at what you're giving up. Like, okay, I understand that. I feel like some of the stuff that they implemented, it's not necessarily that they can't do it. It's just a problem they have, a problem of balancing the game. So, for example, they said taller players or people with weight, what you call it, are going to be penalized speed wise. To me, it shouldn't be that way because the fastest man in the world is 6'5" and 207 pounds. That doesn't make that much sense for me not to be, something a realistic weight, because even at this game, if you make a dude 6'7", 180, you're going to get bodied. Granted, you'll probably go and pass people who are, 200 something, like me. You probably get past me, but at the same time, I will body you. Like if I get the ball, I'll get blow by animation and stuff like that. It's really not, and like me, it's kind of counterproductive because what do you think you're gaining? There's not an issue with, I don't know, the players per se. It's an issue with the game. It's a design flaw. You're telling me that somebody who's 6'5" and 207 pounds can't be fast? A 75, I'm pretty sure they probably get that build like a that nigga really stole the ball from me. Like, he ripped me. I had nothing to say. I gotta get tired about with this paper, but I'm about to go. After I'm about to look at this test, I'm about to do this paper over the weekend, man. College, if someone asks me about college, the difference between college and high school, the stuff about college is nothing but high school, except you pay money. You pay money. You seriously pay money. But your first year, you pay money to basically reinforce everything that you basically learned in high school. But there's a cost associated with that, so a lot of people be like, oh, I'll go to a 4-year, I don't go to a 2-year. I'm about to transfer on out of there, so what's the difference? To be honest, somebody probably say, what are some things, like people talk about college. College is high school 2.0. Because the way people act is just about the same as like high school. Certain people don't necessarily, I don't know. I can say like a lot of people probably say, I don't claim to act like I'm mature. Like I just don't. But I know myself, I can be silly. I'm not like completely serious all the time. But it takes like me a while to open up to somebody. Like a lot of people probably think this guy is very studious, he just takes about stuff in different perspectives, or it could just be a number of things. That I can't get with this game because they're making me miss about everything. I can't even hold you. Yo, my mans was barely even guarding me, bro. And I missed that. That's BS, but you live and you learn, bro. I can't even hold you. The thing about it, a lot of people be saying that builds and stuff. To me, I can't buy the idea of settling on a build. Like, I just can't buy the idea. Like, if someone said that there's this new build I feel like everybody should try out. Like, let me name one that a lot of people talk about, the most slept on build. If someone says a shotcrete and sharpshooter is most slept on build, wow, it took you 5 months to notice that, like, really? This game ain't been out that long. It really hasn't. Somebody said, am I gonna be able to hit 99? Yes. If I miss one more shot, I'm gonna just Sam. Cause at this point, this game is already over. Like, it's a dub. Like, I'm not about to get anything out of this. Like, okay, Dante Exum. Ooh, Dante. Roberson's a brick monster. I don't think I'll necessarily set him out now thinking about it, because this game is like, to me, but if I keep on missing shots on a regular basis, like for no reason, or just for fatigue, they saying, oh, that's the reason why I have Gatorades. Like, I have Gatorades. To tell the truth, the rap awards aren't that. Yeah, I'm about to say some time. We'll take what we get. That's besides the point. If John Wall wasn't on me per se, it'll be over. Runners, post spin, finishes, rebounds. 31,000, but you know, we doing our thing, man. This game broke. The thing is, I will show you. Did I even have enough VC for even all that? I'm trying to get them more money, coach. I specifically told somebody like last year, or no, not last year when this game first came out, I would not be grinding from 60 to 85. Somebody said I spent $150. I did spend $150 on this game. But somebody said I shouldn't have done that because of what you call it. Basically because about the game. What I mean by that about the game is this game is trash, and I'm not here to beat those claims. I'm not here to necessarily go agree or disagree. I feel like this game is just not what it needed to be. This was a fail of the 2K franchise at its finest, because 2K17, what made 2K17 bad was the number of patches that they had, balancing issues. For one, the playmaker had 74 3-ball. Okay, that's not anywhere near sharpshooting capabilities, for one. That was unacceptable. The pure playmaker this year has 79 3-ball. Like, the contestant's like an 80 or something like that. But the thing I'm not necessarily, how many did I got? Oh no. Oh no, baby. That's the point. But like, if you were to break it down, everything about this game, from a sense of why I cannot keep on playing this game. This game, I'm not here to disagree with people say this game is pretty bad, but this game definitely doesn't live up to the 2K franchise. What I mean by that is, okay, you play the game, right? You play the game. Like, anybody who just got this game now, their chances of hitting 99 is over. But the chances for me hitting 99 are actually great. Because not only am I basically 85% to 99, the thing is, I know I'm hitting 99 because it doesn't matter. I don't need double rep. Like, what I mean by that, I don't need double rep. And to me, the purpose of double rep, to me, I'm not going to play the game all day for double rep. I made a mistake of doing that. Well, I didn't make a mistake of doing that. But at the same time, I burned myself out. And the thing about double rep, if you didn't have this game over double rep weekend, you're definitely not about to get to where I'm at. Simple. I didn't play pro-am. My pro-am record's trash. It's simply trash because of the people I played with. There's been games I should have won. We wound up losing in like the because a bad team. Like, one of my friends kept on turning over the ball. Then they kept on getting stripped. My friend kept on making stupid stuff, like he was taking shots. I don't even understand this game, to be honest with you. I can't even hold you. We about to just start the next game, and this will be my last game before I get off. Like, no. I know this game I'm gonna go on fire because people they're gonna play me close, but they're not gonna play me that close. And by the way, somebody said, "What do I think my approach to college has come?" What? I said, "Come to college with an open mind." Let's see what's in here. A lot of people keep on asking about school, and it's kind of irking me. What's up, Jason Sells? Somebody probably say what I think about college. You know, I come in with an open mind to learn and do what I need to do. Somebody asked me, am I going to graduate on time? That's not a thing. I mean, I'm going to graduate on time. Like, I personally know I'm going to graduate on time. But the point is, what I'm trying to say is, I don't feel like, if I get 99, I'll be I'm a college student, but I'm a 95, just about a 95. I play the game. I go to school, so I'm playing on the fly sometimes, like on the weekend. Think about the weekends now. A spring semester, professors really aren't playing. Like, I go to a 4-year. That's beside the point. Somebody might say, why are you playing the game at this time? Because I'm pretty much bored and I got everything I need to be done. But the only thing about college is you can have your free time. Like, I have leisure time. In fact, first semester I was pretty much done with all my work for weeks. The only thing I had to do was like test, just show up to class, take an exam. I did go to class. That's the thing. Going to class will actually help your grade so much. And I got a 3.8 GPA, so that's besides the point. A lot of people be like, oh, a lot of people think I'm lazy. Not lazy, but I don't know. A lot of people be just saying stuff to be saying stuff, and then some people just be having me mad. Cause the one thing I don't like about adults sometimes, they just fail to really relate. Like, they just be drawing the line. I don't understand them sometimes. How am I getting a slightly late? He almost lost the ball though. Oh my God. This nigga is burning me. Y'all won't have the ball. Like, I'm about to steal the ball, like, directly away from them, so. That's besides the point. How is that a slightly late? I don't understand that. That was open. He doesn't have the badges to stop me. That's the thing. He doesn't have defensive stoppers, so I'm pretty sure. But he's playing me close. But I don't get that. Like, I can make the shot like that, but I can miss wide open. That's green. Like, I don't miss like that. I just really don't. But the thing is, I know 2K is cheating me because there's no way that you're going to start missing the first, what, 6 shots or 5. I was missing all sorts of types of shots, and then all of a sudden I just knocked down. What is that? That's dead. To me, if someone says that they went pure, like if somebody is a pure sharp, they got 99 overall, that's cool. I can't hold you. That's tough. But the thing about 2K this year, they put an emphasis on dual arcs. But I think the purpose of it, not everybody's gonna hit 99, but you're getting a glimpse. You're getting a glimpse. I don't know what this build has for 99 overall, like what it has necessarily. But I know I get Hall of Fame shooting badges because sharpshooter's my primary. So this build is actually going to be pretty good once I get to 99. And I'm almost, 95? So I'm actually going to hit it. I'm 85% there, so by this weekend, yeah, I'm gonna work on that paper tomorrow. When I get in the library after my second class, it's a dub. Well, I'm gonna start looking over that test. I have a test, but then like maybe Saturday or something, I'm gonna start working on it. I'm gonna start forming this paper. To me, papers in college is a pain. I don't like. I had an option not to take English. Yeah, last English class I got a B. Not really mad at that. To me, certain stuff like you shouldn't beat yourself up on. Like some people just be acting like it's the end of the world getting a B, but at the same time, I just don't know. I keep it real. Like I try to relate to people. Like a lot of people will be like, yeah, you know, one of the people who's chill. Like I don't really care. A lot of people talking about school is life. A lot of people, the mistake people make in high school is thinking that, I don't know, a lot of people sometimes be trying to take on courses that they know they can't take. And I'm not trying to be shady towards anybody or doing anything like that. But a lot of people be trying to take AP classes in high school. To me, that's kind of smart because you get a college credit for that. But at the same time, if you don't got it, you don't got it. Like, the thing is with the quality points, yeah, you get higher quality points for that. So if you get like a C, that's like in their thing it's like four credits, like 4 quality points for that. So I mean that's tough, but at the same time, if you know, like I know somebody who barely even got what they needed to. They got like a D. I'm like, you got a D on that, yeah, that's a L. Like that's just getting by. Like a lot of people probably be like, yeah, you know, I had to do what I had to do to pass the course. But if you can't take on the course, stop laughing at people who are taking, you know, just academic. I just don't get it. But then again, I had to think about it. School really jacked up. Like with the school that I used to go to, the high school I used to go to, they really jacked up because they start putting an emphasis on AP, and everybody's schedule eventually had to go to their modified schedule. And that really affected a lot of students, and it affected the like end of school testing like that we have to do to make sure that everybody learn and meet the certain guidelines that we're supposed to learn in the year. And honestly, we barely even learned some of the stuff that we needed to learn in the first place. We didn't get to all the stuff, but they said that it wasn't going to count against us necessarily. They just see if we got taught it, so it won't necessarily. They're basically called field test items, but that's simple. Ain't nobody even still in here? Nah. That's tough. But I don't know, man. We in here though, but limitless range though. I'll just go ahead and dunk that because I ain't about to take no floater. risk the point of it getting blocked, and I'm not really with that. These niggas had us down by so much, but ever since I've been out, it's a dub. Donovan Mitchell. What I think about Donovan Mitchell, I think Donovan Mitchell's a good player. But then again, I don't know why I don't know. There's always this player that people rally around and nobody knows or something like that. And they're overhyped. Do I think Donovan Mitchell is good? Yeah, he is pretty good. But the thing is, like, a lot of people, in my opinion, a lot of people talk about college ball without the principles of understanding. Somebody can play college ball and then be complete garbage in the NBA because they haven't developed. And that's the point I be trying to get people. Just because somebody's good in college, you're not going to be able to do that. The thing is, somebody said Trae Young is the best player in the in the NCAA or whatever. A part of in the NCAA. And I'm just like, no, he's not, because look at the team he plays for. His team is trash. Like, if it literally wasn't for him, his team would not even be ranked, probably. That man has to score 50 points, and look, their team has no offense except him. That man be playing 2K, I swear. That man be taking limitless range shots. He be doing to me. But at the same time, I feel like a lot of people also say that the Thunder, they're good, they're in contention. The Thunder are not even in contention. They're going to the playoffs, but look, they suck. They almost just have about the same amount of they're almost close to having the same amount of L's as W's. Like, they probably have, like, maybe in between 9. They're over .500, but look at the record. The record's trash. And to be honest, Cleveland is trash. Everybody said, oh, LeBron got him a new squad. It's tough, It's not tough. To be honest, LeBron bought in all these people. And certain people want to fit with the organization. That's the reality. Certain people want to fit for organization. Like Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade would not even be. Dwayne Wade would not even have been on the Cavs if it weren't for LeBron. He would actually be at home on the couch. If that. The one player that I feel like really should have been doing something, but unfortunately to that medical thing, that they were unable to play, Chris Bosh. Chris Bosh was actually pretty good, man. But the thing is, a lot of people probably be like, what am I talking about? Chris Bosh, I feel like when LeBron left Miami, that was not a matter of, that was not necessarily a matter of just the fans. I mean, a loyalty. LeBron is not loyal. Like, we all know that. That's why, like, I can understand people who are a fan of LeBron, but I hate when people act like they're a diehard fan of an organization. Just say you're a LeBron fan. I can understand, you're going to follow LeBron wherever he goes. LeBron is great. No doubt about it. But LeBron, somebody said the Cavs are the best team in the league right now. No, they're not. Even the Warriors themselves are not the best team in the league, because you see some of the teams they got beaten by. They got beat by a lot of trash teams last year, but it's a different brand of ball. For example, if Kevin Durant is off one night, that really affects the whole team. If someone gets taken out or somebody can't play a number of minutes that they need to, that's when there's some disconnect with the whole team being good. Because I know everybody has their off night. Somebody, like, there's certain times certain people are non-factors. Like JaVale McGee. JaVale McGee's a non-factor. He really is. Nick Young is getting paid so much. He's a non-factor. He's not really essential for the team. He's just there to fill a gap in case the Warriors need a couple points. But otherwise, not. He's riding that bench. But he's getting paid. He's getting like $2 million or something like that, beyond those lines. But otherwise, not. People getting paid to play basketball. I have nothing against that. That's really cool. But at the same time, you gotta think about all the stuff they had to. I feel like nobody in the NBA is necessarily bad, but they get hoodwink people. Like Markelle Fultz. Markelle Fultz is actually undeveloped. That's the thing about it. Lonzo Ball is undeveloped. You can't play pro basketball at a level, to me, that's pretty good. Because, in honesty, the NBA draft is coming trash. It really is. There's only a couple big names, but when they get in the NBA, they're not doing any of that. Like, Lonzo Ball he's shot ridiculous, like, low. It's absolutely ridiculous. He can't hit a shot. The same thing with Isaiah Thomas. Like, they got people on teams that don't even fit together. Like, Isaiah Thomas can't play on the Cavs. The Cavs are a little bit too fast-paced. Isaiah Thomas best plays for a team when it's his team, and his team was the Celtics. Kyrie has done that. He plays for Celtics, but I don't know if Kyrie was at a level. He was probably a better team player than LeBron was, and that's factual. And his team still lose. I can't even hold you. The same thing with Dominique Wilkins. Dominique Wilkins is a great NBA player, but look what he had to do for the Hawks. He had to score 40 and 50, but his team's still trash. Every night in and night out. Trash. The game of basketball, to me, the NBA, at an NBA level, is probably glorified street ball. And you know, the thing about it is, a lot of people are saying that, you know, with the whole thing, the simulators and stuff, like I remember when the Warriors were on like fire or whatever, they tried to have the 95-96 thing against the Warriors when they went 73-9. To me, we can't even compare, because if truth be told, we can't even prepare for that. A computer can't do that. I feel like topics should be just discussed, and at minimum, be it that 95-96 Bulls were at the top of their game. It shouldn't be a comparison. Different time. A lot of people say that Michael Jordan had nobody play at the era. Actually, he did. He had Larry Bird, Magic Johnson. He had everybody. So when I hear people say that, the NBA is just kind of, I don't know. The NBA is going to be the NBA. It's simple. But at the same time, I feel like a lot of people spring up. Like, some people say that LeBron is better than Michael Jordan. There's no way. I wouldn't even say that. LeBron is good at what he does. Michael Jordan, the greatest of all time. That's not even a discussion. Michael Jordan didn't have to go to a team to get a ring, because to me, the thing about LeBron, and I kind of understand why he does some of the stuff he does, he kind of want to go home. I get that. But at the same time, when you do certain stuff to certain people, that's why people burn his jersey. But to me, you got to understand, in the league, there's no such thing as, and to me, there's no such thing as loyalty. That all exists because people think it exists. Like, a player can do whatever they want. They can opt out their contract and be a free agent. They can do whatever they want to do. And it's simply due to the fact, because It's about money. And the thing about it, LeBron James is very marketable. Everybody wants to work with LeBron James. He's a world-class, athlete. He has sponsorships out the wazoo. My God. I got a good release. But that's besides the point. That is really beside the point. Do I think LeBron James, to be honest, Dwayne Wade should be retired? Somebody said, to me, it's only a certain amount of time that you can do certain stuff to your body. Like, to me, Dwayne Wade's body is falling apart because you think about it. Tim Duncan shouldn't have necessarily retired because I don't know if you know that. People will be playing AAU for the majority of their entire life when they start getting started to I said started getting started, but they first getting started to basically by the time they've been little. They've been doing that, the wear and tear on their knees and stuff like that. If I've been playing basketball since I'm 5 and I'm like 36 now, I didn't for 31 years. Like, I don't think people think like that. Like, if you think about NFL, the NFL, average NFL career is like 7 years. Like, to be honest, somebody will even be lucky to even make it that far because you think about the injuries, CTE. You think about what happened to RG3's career, it's over. Like, he's not getting picked up by anybody. He got picked up by the Browns. Look at the Browns. The Browns are one of the most terrible teams in the league right now. And certain times, I feel like they do that to end people's career. Dwayne Wade's career has ended completely. His career is ended. He's basically on the Heat to retire. That's all it's about. But I like Dwayne Wade. He got 3 rings. That's cool. But at the same time, I just think about it. People talking about Dwayne Wade back to Miami. Dwayne Wade's not the same player he was. Like, we know that. Injuries, his knees. Derrick Rose is what I like to call his career is over. I don't know why he's even still playing. His career is over. They messed up his, he did that to himself, but at the same time, the only player that I can say that seriously bounced off a terrible injury is Paul George. That's about it. Look what happened to Look at a couple more NBA players. Certain NBA players can't recover, but a lot of people talking about medicine is different now. It is different. Paul George is playing like he never even got injured though. Derrick Rose, you can tell that thing has done something to his career. Like, you can clearly tell. Derrick Rose has been on so many teams. A lot of people are trying to say Derrick Rose is one of the best players. Derrick Rose was one of the best players, but he hasn't had any breakout seasons. To be honest, I don't feel like a lot of people understand that, that wear and tear on your body that it has. Like, Derrick Rose is not the same player he was. Injury. He's susceptible. He's prone to more injuries, just like Julius Randle. Julius Randle came in the league. The scouts already knew, NBA scouts already knew that his knee was jacked up. He got injured. That's the thing about it. He got injured his first year, so it really like he set out. He was out. When you think about Julius Randle, what is he doing now? He's okay, but the Lakers suck. That's my point. Lonzo Ball is not doing anything for the Lakers organization. He's stinking it up. Well, the whole organization sucks. Let's just focus on that. The whole organization sucks. And really the NBA all comes down to cap. Your cap space. You can buy a team overnight, but you gotta have the assets and somebody. I said the assets. No, the assets. My bad, y'all. I'm slipping a little bit. But you have to have the assets. You gotta have the assets. That money has to be flowing. Like, you gotta think about it. Certain people have to go. Like, if somebody's not producing on the team, the most suckiest ball player, like, let's say Jameer Nelson. Jameer Nelson got weighed by the Orlando Magic. He's like on the Denver Nuggets last time I checked. And there be some players that I'd be surprised if they've been out the league. They done gone over to China and stuff like Jimmer Fredette, he was okay. But he's just not producing at the level he need to. But the thing about it, I feel like a lot of people will start going to China to get run. A lot of people will go to China to get run and get more money. Because, I mean, you're basically playing... The NBA is not necessarily the biggest league there is possible for professional basketball. But China's on a different front. A lot of people talk about EuroLeague. EuroLeague is basically... Do I find that EuroLeague is just counterintuitive? In certain ways it is. Because you gotta think about EuroLeague's, it's big, but you gotta think about it. Some of the sports, like what they actually play inside, they're basically playing inside a glorified high school gymnasium. Some of them are nice, but certain, they don't have capacity and doesn't have the following outside of, you know, Europe. We don't think about EuroLeague like that. Like, to me, Allen Iverson was the greatest player, but look where his career ended when he went to the EuroLeague. The NBA won't even give him no run. That's the thing about it. I feel like certain players' career ends when, like, you know, injury or they just have like a vendetta against them, like something out. That's just personally me. Like, for example, Tim Tebow. Tim Tebow was a good quarterback. Look what happened to him. He's playing professional baseball now. There was I don't know. It was a change, but I mean, he's getting paid. I'm pretty sure he's content, you know, doing what he needs to do. But at the same time, I don't know. Like Colin Kaepernick, great example. Anytime they have something out for a certain player or something like that, nobody's giving them a chance. Like, nobody's giving them a chance. I'll give you some run. Colin Kaepernick. Colin Kaepernick's been out the league for social stances and stuff like that. Calling it for what it is. Whether or not you agree with me. It's whatever, you know. Fact stand. Somebody asked me, like, at school, that I believe Black Lives Matter. Like, of course I do. But thinking about it, like, you about to tell me that black lives don't matter, like, especially apartheid. Like, you telling me that all this stuff in history and you about to tell me black lives don't matter. Like, come on, bro. So, like, I don't get it. I basically airballed. I don't get that. Buffalo Soldiers too. And the thing about it, I don't get how some people say certain stuff. Like, I don't get it. Like in high school, I don't know. I always felt like I didn't necessarily go to a how could I say? I didn't necessarily go to a high school that was, I don't know. It wasn't like, it was diverse, but in a sense that I guess we had a lot of Hispanics. We had a good population of Hispanics, but the school was predominantly white. I'm black, by the way. I come from a different background, you know. That's the thing. But the thing about it is that, I don't know, a lot of people be saying certain stuff, and it's just like, it be sometimes debates like, oh, why is Colin Kaepernick, like, you know, what is he doing wrong? And people talking about, why don't people stand for the pledge? I mean, it's freedom of speech, but you got to think about Colin Kaepernick's reasoning, and you think about all the statistics that people have, and all these new investigations, and you think about the stuff. There's no reason why, I don't know. It's crazy. Like, I don't see how the Parkland shooting, high school shooter killed 17 people and is still alive, but you got guys like Philando Castile who died. Like, that doesn't make any sense. You mean to tell me somebody was killed for just basically complying, but somebody killed somebody, had a gun, killed 17 people, and gets the right to live? That doesn't make any sense. Or Eric Garner, like, come on now. But that's the thing. I'm not trying to make this a race thing, but that, I mean, it's not. To me, when somebody tries to say that, I mean, I'm against police brutality for all races. That happens between all races. Like, it's just simple as that. I'm not against police, and I respect police. I know a lot of police. But another thing I'm going to say is, with certain people, I don't understand why people say F the police. Like, I'm not F the police, but at the same time, like, people just be saying that sometimes. Like, I'm like, if someone goes to jail for something, there's a reason why they're in jail. Like, you gotta think about it. Like, if someone was talking about, I hate when people say that, oh, free my brother JJ or something like that. You know, he done robbed 2 liquor stores. He got drug charges. He's a convicted felon with a gun. He, like, you know, he made those choices. There's a thing about it, he made those choices. There's a thing, he made the choice, so there's no really F the police. Like, you think about it. You rob stores, you robbing people. Of course you're going to jail. You're going to prison. You don't act right. You don't do anything good towards society. You're getting put away. That's the point. You do the crime, you do the time. But I feel like a lot of people just, like, police brutality is like a big issue, and I, like, you think about it, it doesn't necessarily, it happens to every race. Believe it or not, it happens to every race. Certain people just abuse their power. It's be borderline crazy, but certain stuff just doesn't make news. Sometimes for me, the news also just focuses on bad stuff all the time. But to me, it's never really that much stuff said about other stuff going on. And the media chooses what they want to put on. Like, for example, there's rarely any good acts on television of people doing certain stuff. People, you know, like, let's say a low performing school gets a grant that, you know, partners with like a tutoring service, that you see the test score rises and stuff like that, or something like that. A school district that's, you know, poor, or just like a county that's poor, gets some new grant, and you see upgrades at the school or something like that. That's never on the news. But what is on the news is bad stuff. I don't get that. To me, that makes no sense, but in a way, that's kind of how it is. Like, it's just bad. Like, who in there? What's up, Taj Madison? What's up? I'm about to get off this in a second, too. Like, after this quarter. GG, coach. Your boy almost 95. GG, coach. GG. GG, coach. GG, coach. GG, coach. GG, coach. GG, coach. Bro, this game was so easy. I'm hitting 99. But think about, I'm about to be a 99 college student. So that's crazy in itself. Because to me, a lot of people say that college is difficult. It is difficult. You have to adjust. That's the thing about it. I'm in college right now. But I think next semester or next school year, definitely. I'm only taking 14 credit hours. I'm about to reduce it because I can't take this class. Like, I'm going to take some philosophy classes. That's probably what I'm going to do. Take some philosophy classes. Make me think a little bit more. I mean, to me, if someone asked me where my strategy comes from, my strategy comes from somebody named General Slim. But I think his YouTube is simply Kaz Wallace. Yo, that man actually got a good strategy. You just take limitless range shots and you do floaters and stuff like that. I don't know why I even shot that, but I was feeling a little bit happy, so that's why I shot that. I gotta work on the paper too, so Friday night, y'all might get, something. I'll tell you that. Y'all might get something, but I might stream Friday night. I'm definitely gonna try to push my way towards 95. Definitely. I'm at 85%. It's not that difficult. Simple. I said, fuck it, I'ma get a bucket. Let's go. Give me the ball, bro. Bro, ain't nobody trying to guard me? Okay, there we go. I can see why I bricked that, but then again, I can't. That was wide open. That dude won't really even own me, but somebody might ask what's my archetype. I'm a slashing sharpshooter. This build won't get to 99. I've yet to see a 99 overall slashing sharpshooter. I'm not a mainstream YouTuber. I just play games for fun. That's the difference between me and a lot of people. Like, I'm a college student. I study business. So a lot of people probably ask me certain stuff. To be honest, somebody asks, does 2K listen to people? They do listen to people, but I think they listen to other companies too. They take each other's thing, what they're gonna do. Like, 2K's competition in reality is NBA Live, even though NBA Live is trash. Who's to say next year 2K won't start adding boxes? And 2K actually got sued. That's the crazy thing. I don't realize people know that 2K got sued. 2K got sued because people had, copyrighted, merchandise inside of 2K, and 2K still kept it in the game. NBA Live had, Bathing Ape and stuff in there, or just Bape itself inside the game. And look at that. I mean, NBA Live didn't get sued, 2K did. To be honest, I don't even know. 2K, I don't know what they're gonna do next year. But I'm guaranteeing. Oh my God, I said guaranteeing or something like that. I said it the wrong way. I can guarantee you that basically, I'm pretty sure the clothes thing costs too much, but I'm pretty sure they do a clothes crate or something like that. The game probably be better because people spend a lot of money for outfits. I know I don't really have that many outfits. A lot of people laugh at that. I don't have VC out the wazoo right now. I just don't. Once I'm on 95, yeah, I probably have a lot of VC. I can't guarantee it, but I can guarantee you I have a lot of VC. That's besides the point. Gotta get that 96 bonus. Not 96. I'm gonna get the 96 quick. I'm gonna get 96 during spring break probably. But the thing is, I don't know. If I hit 96 quick, it's a dub. Cause hopefully my YouTube start taking off. Cause I'm about to hit 99. Like, and the thing about it, I'm a college student. But the thing is, I have a flexible schedule. But I know from a certain period or something like that, Tuesdays and Thursdays are not my complete schedule. I only take about 15 credit hours. That's not that long. But I'll never take 18 credit hours. I'll only take about 14. Next semester, or next school year, I'm not taking any more than a certain amount of, definitely, credit hours. Because I feel like I burned myself out. I feel like I burnt myself out this semester by taking, it's the same number, but one of my classes is 4 credits. And then I think after that, after I'm done with certain of my classes, I got in my business major. I'm a business administration major. I mean, that can work out good. A lot of people be talking about, yeah, business. A lot of people, there's a lot of stuff goes in business. And I feel like a lot of people, I basically did business so I could figure out what type of contracts. Basically, because a whole lot of people, there's a money aspect to pretty much everything. Like, there's a reason why when people go to buy cars, people are asking you to finance certain stuff, like a car longer, so they can get a kickback. And you don't need to do that. You're actually paying more for a car than what you should if you just basically paid it off a little less. Like, these people are making an extra $1,000. Like, I did the math. That's ridiculous. People shouldn't be getting a kickback like that. You're paying $1,000 extra. Well, let me see your comment though. Let me see your comment. What up, Beast? I see you. Queso Savage. I'm about to just play this until I get what you call it. This is my last game, but I'm about to play this tomorrow after I get out from class. I'm about to play MyCareer though. Green light machine cat. Green light nation. Gotta say it like Nate X, you but. Green light nation. The green light nation cat. Green light nation cat. To be honest, the only reason why I didn't make a pure sharp, let me tell you that. The only reason why I didn't make a pure sharp is simply because, I don't know, I thought this build was about to be good. That's what I originally thought until I realized this thing won't about to get only but 73 dunk. I was like, what is that? 73 is terrible. Like my contact dunk is on like a no, it's a 74, but my driving dunk is like a 73. But I get gold. I get gold posterizer. Everything I need is probably going to be gold. I'll get Tyler Score gold. But my shooting badge will be Hall of Fame though. But I'm trying to focus on hitting this. I'm really trying to focus on hitting this 99. I can hit it. Somebody told me I know I can hit it. If I hit 96 during spring break, that's the best way I'm gonna hit 99 is if I hit what you call it on spring break and then school. Once school's over, which is like May 10th, it's over. It's a dub. I'm finna grind out. And I don't think, like, I will not spend a lot of time playing park like that no more. At least not unless I have somebody to run with. But that's only gonna be like an hour. I'm only gonna like dedicate myself to an hour of park because I know that basically if I play MyCareer, that's how closer I'm gonna get to 90. I'm about to just straight up grind MyCareer probably from like a majority of it. But if I get to like a 97 or something like that, I'll start playing games. No doubt about it. I'm not against playing other games. Like I'm just not like Fortnite. I'll play Fortnite. In fact, I have like a day played on Fortnite in turns. I probably have about I don't know how many days played I have on this game. It's probably a lot. But considering that this game isn't all that, I mean, yeah, that's kind of bad. It could have, but it's just trash. They got me out of bounds. I'm weak. I'm actually weak. But hopefully, I hope I get 50K. That's what I'm expecting, but I don't know if I'm gonna get that. Cause just how this game is. I'm trying to get my 50K, and then hop off, and then prepare to go to school tomorrow. Take this test, go home. Yeah, they're not winning. This nigga really won't foul me. I'm actually weak. This nigga really gonna foul me. Who gonna stop me? Do. I know if I, bro. If I had a girl, yo, this junk be over. This gonna be a dub. Let's see how much rep I get. Y'all, okay. Hey, 50,000. I told you I can rep up quickly. It ain't hard. Beast, you still in here? Cause if you is, yep, your boy is repping up. That's why I cannot play Playground. Cause like right now, you know my dude, I gotta see what the next boost is or the next cap is because I don't know if I'm gonna get 75 ball control so I can dribble, do the Pro 3. But otherwise now I'm looking good. Like 72, I don't know if I get 75, I'm not sure. But I gotta watch out for that. I don't even know what my next thing is. I think it's gonna be my rebounding, and I'm probably gonna say definitely not my speed, rebounding and strength. I think. But wait, what did I get a text message from? Brian. Alright, cool, I stopped by. Otherwise than that, like, you saw how I got 50,000 beasts? You, like, I would agree with you, MyCareer does kind of get old, but when you see the amount of rep I'm getting, yeah, that's a dub, my man. Like, I don't even care. That's how much I don't care about even, a lot of people can say, oh, you a MyCareer 99, or you a MyCareer. You a 94 for no reason. I don't care. Clearly I'm not a 94 for no reason, because obviously I grinded. But at the same time, I gotta change my release on part, or I gotta at least wait to see what I get in a new. Because I don't like necessarily shooting or driving, because I know I can't necessarily dribble to get to the basket like that, because I have no moves. And you see my ball controls at 72. That's trash. Can't do nothing with that. My speed is actually kind of trash. A 75, really. I should make my dude 225, but I did just because I can get blow-bys. But if I want to get some playmaking shot creator, GG fam, because that lateral quickness, I'm really gonna get exposed. This build has no defensive stopper. The dunk contest don't mean anything. But Beast, you see this, man. 85, bro. I'm so done with this bar. I'm telling you, man, this MyCareer. You might hate MyCareer. I understand, cause like it's MyCareer. Like nobody thinks about MyCareer, but MyCareer is the best way to wrap up. All I got was 925 coins. After I get home at 2 something, man, bro, it's a dub. Last week I went to the barbershop. I probably shouldn't have done that. I could have waited another day. Saturday, got it. I probably well moving my bar, but I mean this stream about over, bro. Because I got class tomorrow. That's at like 9. I gotta be up at 7:50. Get there on time. But it's all good, man. But we about out though. Peace.